Okay, so what I'm working on are toy rifles and toy guns, 20 each, okay? Now the way they're built is, this is oak here, and then right at the end of my finger is a little nail, and this is the pivot mechanism, and as you trigger it, it goes boom. Well, that's not a boom, but that's what it does. It makes that noise and the kids shoot it. Now originally this was one piece, okay? But I redesigned it because to cut this piece out completely, one piece of wood, there's so much waste. So I made a cut. So I can cut these out. This buttstock, I can cut it out over here and put more of them together and waste less wood, because the wood's damned expensive. It's all clear white pine, okay? So I've got all these to cut out, 20 of those, 20 butts, 20 pistols, and then I ripped these out. This is going to be the replacement piece here, okay? And then I have to pin it together. I have to pin it together here when I put that piece in, and pin it there, which is not a big deal. And then they get a barrel, which is this plastic pipe, which I have cut to length, but I've got to clean it up with lacquer thinner and get these markings off of it, okay? And then that gets screwed on underneath. Each gun has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws in it, times 20, times 2 more here, and the same way on the pistols. Only just a shorter barrel, and I got 20 of them cut, and they're here, like this, okay? Now here's all the pieces, and I spent a long time making them, but you can see they're rough cut. See how rough they are, okay? And they got to be smooth like this, plus they have to be stained black. And these here, they have to each be sanded, and that's a bear. That's a real bear to do. And then the interesting part is that I've got to screw them to a block of wood. I've got to screw them to a block of wood and make sure that screw is absolutely centered from here to here, so the click is the same. So I'm going to screw them down, and I'm going to put them up against that little sander over there, and then rotate them until I get them, and then I'm going to reshape them so they fit. And there's 40 of those, 40 of these, 40 of those, and the trigger mechanisms, you can see how rough they are compared to the other one. They're rough cut. They have to all be sanded. That's a lot of individual sanding. So, anyhow, I'm building toy guns. That's what I'm doing, building toy guns. And it's going to take a lot of cutting to do all this, and a lot of sanding. And then, on the assembly process, this trigger mechanism has got to be spaced just at the right spot to make all this work. And this screw here has got to be centered. Focus camera. This screw here has got to be absolutely centered so it catches this the right way. So it's all a hand fit situation, all hand fit. Fun and games. Number of screws. Oh, I'll tell you a story about these screws, okay? You see I got a bag of them and a box of them. I got a bag and a box. I guess there's almost 200 screws, or 250, something like that. They wanted 27 cents a piece for them, or a box of 100 was $9. So I bought the box, and then we counted out, and there were 98 screws. And he said, well, I'll have to charge you 27 cents a piece. And I said, bullshit. What you're going to do is, I'm going to take 2 more screws of the wrong size, and you're going to call it 100. That's ridiculous. And he knew I was not going to let him screw me. I mean, my God, figure it up. 100 screws for $9, or 27 cents a piece for the screw. I wasn't going to pay over double for them just because it wasn't in a box. That was ridiculous. And the reason I did the 2-piece thing here was to save more money, so I could use scrap wood to make the extension piece rather than have all this waste. And I'm going to have a hell of a lot of waste already. Not much, I mean, but still, you can figure it out. You know how I fitted them all together here. Got them all laid out. I got to cut them all. Got to sand them all. That's tomorrow. I'm tired today, and I ain't running the bandsaw tired. I'm going to lose my fingers. And my little air conditioner is doing all I can do to keep me comfortable. Just having a hell of a time, but it ain't too bad in here. So that's what I'm up to, okay? And I probably got 30 hours in it right now. Well, 60 before I'm done. All right, that's it. Signing off.